The Elves and the Shoemaker. There once lived a shoemaker who worked very hard to make a living. But though he worked hard, he did not earn enough to feed himself and his wife. One day, he had just enough leather left to make a single pair of shoes. "Oh dear," he sighed. "If nobody buys these shoes, we shall have no food to eat from tomorrow." That evening, he cut the leather and left the pieces on his work table. "I'm too tired to work now," he said to himself. "I shall finish this pair of shoes tomorrow morning." Morning came, and soon the shoemaker was ready to begin his day's work. When he went to his work table, his eyes grew wide in surprise. There lay before him a pair of beautifully made shoes. The shoemaker called to his wife. "Come quickly, my dear," he said. "Look at this pair of perfectly made shoes. I wonder who made them." "Yes, they are very beautiful," said his wife. Later in the day, a rich man came to the shop. When he saw the shoes, he said, "What a lovely pair of shoes! They are beautifully made. I want to buy them." He paid the shoemaker double the amount he had asked for and went away with the shoes happily. With the money the rich man had given, the shoemaker bought enough leather for 2 pairs of shoes. He went home and cut the leather. That night also, he left the pieces on his table and went to sleep. It was morning once again. The shoemaker went to his work table. And what do you think he found there? 2 pairs of shoes. He and his wife looked at the shoes in wonder. Sometime later, a rich lady walked in. "I am looking for a smart pair of shoes," she said. "Have a look at this pair," said the shoemaker. "What a lovely pair! I'll take the other one too," she said. The shoemaker and his wife were now earning a good living. Every night, the shoemaker would cut pieces of leather and leave them on the table. Every morning, he and his wife would find out that they had been made into beautiful pairs of shoes. One night before Christmas, they stayed awake to see who was making the shoes. As the clock struck 12, 2 little elves came in rags. They sat down and started to sew the pieces of leather. Soon the shoes were ready. They left them on the table and slipped out quietly. "So now we know who made us rich," said the wife. "We must reward them. Why don't we make them some good clothes and shoes as a Christmas present?" said the shoemaker. It was Christmas Eve. The elves came in as they always did. But this time, they did not find pieces of leather. Instead, they were delighted to find 2 lovely sets of clothes and 2 pairs of shoes. They put on the clothes and shoes and danced around the room. Finally, they danced out of the shop. People came from far and wide to buy the shoes that the shoemaker made.